Okay, this has been considered by many as the scariest movie of all time, and I think I would agree with that. In fact, I'll admit I was well into adulthood before I could sit all the way through it. But okay, this came out in 1973, and if you're a fan of it or know anything about it, you probably know what it was like for people when it came out. They hadn't seen this type of thing. They Most theaters handed out what they called barf bags because people were getting sick, people were fainting, and just running out of the theater terrified. And now I don't know, I had heard at one time that there had been a lady that had a miscarriage and someone who had a heart attack. But I tried to look for that when I was doing research and I couldn't find that. So I'm not sure if that's true. If it is, it's horrible. It really is. And those things are horrible. And, but there was someone that was traumatized from the time she was 18 years old until at the time of the article, she was 39 that I read. And I'm going to talk about her. Gina Frost was from the UK and suffered from hallucinations after she saw The Exorcist, and this was not a temporary thing. She has suffered with this since then. Well, as I said, the article I found was from 2014. I don't know what's going on with her now, but this was the case. She saw it when she was 18 years old, and in the article, I think she was 39, and she was so scared of it that she locked herself in her room. She just didn't want to be around anybody. Then she started on a regular basis. This was an ongoing thing, not for days, for months, but for years, actually for decades. That she would have hallucinations. She would hallucinate seeing rats go up the wall. She would hallucinate about her death, and it just really got to her. This movie bothered her so much that she could never watch a horror movie. And she said she could honestly say, agree with it when people say that it's the scariest movie ever made or that they've ever seen. She can say that because she has nothing to compare it to. She won't watch a horror movie. And she went through this and she's she got married, and for a long time she tried to keep her hallucinations secret and what had started them. She tried to keep that secret from her husband, but eventually she told him, and he advised her to go see someone about this, a doctor, and she was put on medication. And she said that helped the hallucinations a little bit. But at that time, and as of 2014, she was actually still having them. They had ceased to a degree, but she was still having them. So that is just something to think of, a movie traumatizing someone for that long. And if anybody thinks this is funny, it's not. Because, well, I was well into adulthood before I could watch it. And there was a really bad ripoff of it that I had to sit through when I was a little girl. And thankfully, I had PTSD, like what she was diagnosed with. And thankfully, mine didn't last like hers did as long. But I did have it. And it's not funny. It's not, to be, I mean, you can tell yourself it's just a movie. That's how I got through it. But those are very scary images and something that could possibly happen, I believe. So I hope the lady is doing better now. But I just thought I'd share that because that is a horror on its own to get in that kind of shape. So I just wanted to talk about that. And I'm going to go for now. And as always, thank you for watching this. I really appreciate it. And give me that thumbs up if you enjoyed this. And if you can, comment. I love reading your comments. And I'd love it if you would subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And I hope you're enjoying my, what I call Felina's 31 Days of Spectacular Scares. And I hope you'll continue to watch. I appreciate everyone so much. And I'm going to go now. And I hope you have, whenever you watch this, I hope you have a great day, great night, whatever it is for you. Thank you. Bye.